Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our live launch this Wednesday. I'm Kelly Singleton and I'll be with you for the next hour for some very fabulous things. But let me just show you in case you know it's coming and you just need to see it. It's here and we are so excited about it. I'm with Jess. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're very close to me, Jess. I know. And Amy, good morning.
Good morning, and I'm very far away.
Yeah, which is that a good thing before when I came over to your desk
Oh,
and
I
I
know.
was coughing everywhere and she was like,
Spread your germs.
you can go back to your own desk, please.
Sharing is caring, Kelly. Come on.
Yes, it is. Have you had a nice week?
I have.
Was you a hobby maker on?
No, I've
No.
done shows here Monday, Tuesday, and today,
Oh, of
and then I'm
course.
at Hobby Maker tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, yes. You've got a
With
busy.
more Christmas newness.
Christmas. We're just Christmas overload now. We're fully into it, aren't
Well,
we?
did you watch EastEnders?
No, I
Did
did
you watch
not.
it? There was a family on there last night and tonight celebrating half Christmas, like midway Christmas, because it's the 25th
yeah.
of June. And she put the tree up and had like a Christmas dinner. So I thought, it's not just us crafters. There's lots of people out there
Maybe it's us that are like spreading the halfway Christmas to everybody.
spreading the festive joy.
Yes. Let us know how you all are in the comments, but we'll get on with the show. And first, let's run this week's Win It Weekly. So, this week you can be in with a chance of winning these pocket pads. So we've got our square pocket pads, which are the cutest size ever. I would just want them because I like how small they are. The 5 lucky winners, they're worth £24.95, and all you have to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. It's a German tradition to hide which of the following in a Christmas tree. Is it A, pickle, B, a pair of socks, or C, a rubber duck? How exciting. It can't be a pickle, can it? It'll smell. Will it? After a while? I don't know. A mouldy...
Depends how long you hide it for.
A mouldy pickle? Or?
It's taken me to Wednesday, but I do know the answer.
Oh, do you? Okay. Right. I don't know. I'm going to guess, and it will be a complete guess, but a rubber duck, just because they seem to be on trend at the minute, don't they? They are rubber ducks everywhere. There's rubber duck shops. Where did I go the other week? Even in London, there was a rubber duck shop. Have you noticed that?
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
And I did actually see, when I was shopping the other day, a shirt that was actually covered in rubber ducks as well. Maybe it's, there's that, there's always an animal like on trend, isn't there? Like there was owls, and then maybe that's where we're at the minute.
I think so.
Ducks.
Ducks, who knows? Anyway, let us know your answers and we will pick 5 lucky winners on Friday. But we've got a bit of a... 2 launches happening today. So we've got new Edgic Christmas dies, which we will show you, and then we've also got this. So I'm just going to leave it here because we're going to do this towards the end of the show, but we're going to talk to you about our Christmas Edgic dies first. So let's just run the VT. Those cards are beautiful, and this is our first die collection of our Christmas 2025 products. But look, it's our Edgic Christmas collection, and you could see on those cards how big these sentiments are on each of them. They're really going to make a statement card. So the price has just come up there on the screen. It's £36.97 for the bundle, and that saves you £8. You're going to get all 3 of these dies, which are $14.99 on their own. But don't pay $36.97. Make sure you log into your account and get yours if you're a club member for £35.12p, or if you're a diamond member for £33.27. But these are really stunning. So I'll show you if you can just see the close-up on here. So there's 3 words. We've got Jolly, Snow, and we've got Noel. And it's not just the word that's in it, that beautiful, a lovely font as well. That's going to work for all sorts of Christmas cards, but there's so much detailing on these. You've got some holly there with some berries. We've got some beautiful poinsettias around this one. They are poinsettias, aren't they?
Yes,
Yeah, they are. I'm just checking my Christmas flower knowledge. Then.
You are correct.
But the detail is just going to come around those words perfectly. And here as well with the snowflakes. So these have been designed to put on the edge of a card, like you can see on the card on the packaging here. So that just makes a little fold at the front, or I've even seen some card models where someone's used it on like the back of the card and like done something really funky with it. But just let me show you some of the cards here, because this is what's really going to sell these, and just show you that you're going to want these in your stash. But look, and there's so much you can do with them. So if you're cutting that out of just one piece, I think behind this, has somebody used like gilding or some powders? It's all like
it
shimmering.
looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah. And then trimmed around it.
So they are designed to work on a 6x4 card, but they'll work on any card that's like 6 inches in height. So you don't have to be restricted with what you do. Look, this one, we've not even used it to create like the fancy edge, but we've used it to create like a fancy topper that's going through the card there. And I like a circle card blank as well, that's really pretty. Very nice traditional colours there with some mirror.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Because with these, you can cut them out of your mirror card, your shimmer card, your adorable scoreable, or you can do them on your Ink Me cardstock and bring in your inks and your alcohol markers.
Yeah,
there's just so many different ways that you're going to be able to use them. I mean, I love that one. It's not even being cut into the card front, just like a statement sentiment, isn't it, on the front of the card.
And I like as well how everybody who's sent the cards in, they're all completely different. So when you're investing in a die set, you know that's going to last you, like, it's not just this Christmas, it's next Christmas, the Christmas after, for as long as you want.
And even if you use them every year, your cards can still look really different using them. But you can see, I always say a massive shout out to the design team. There was some absolutely stunning samples, aren't there?
Yeah, there really is. And perfect as well if you've already added what we've launched this week. So our designer card packs, you could use them with them if you wanted, our essential paper pads. It's completely up to you.
That's a shaker card, isn't it? So using your embossing folders as well.
Hidden shaker surprise there. Oh, that's really nice. But the detailing on these with like the snowflakes, it's so pretty around there.
And that, sorry, Kay, that card you showed before as well, the snowflakes,
this one
have been used to create the background, so you can see that sort of the.
Oh, okay.
I can't call it waste because it's not, is it? But
no.
You know, they've been used to sort of finish off the rest of the card as well.
Very frugal.
Very good.
Oh,
we like it.
We like it. This one again, just use it as the centre there, but on some black mirror, which looks beautiful. Is it black? Oh no, it's the shimmer card. So nice, that just shows all the detail and it really stands out. And then as well, it looks just as beautiful, just on white, doesn't it? It's like embossed. Beautiful on there. And then I quite like it when people have added a bit of shimmer. I love it.
We like a bit of shimmer, don't we?
And you can see from all the models, it's completely up to you how much detail or how much time you want to put into this. Like, you can just cut it as it's designed out of one piece and it look beautiful. You can go a bit further and add colour into it. It is entirely up to you what you do with these dies. So as I said, the price for the bundle is £36.97 and that saves you £8. And they're all good sized dies. They are designed to fit that 6x4 inch card, or you can buy them on their own for £14.99. But if you remember, if you watched the shows last year when we launched our Christmas dies, they were selling out so fast, weren't they? Even with that, was it the Advent House? It came in and it went that second.
Well, these were similar because Natalie had them on Sunday, didn't she? And I actually watched the show and it was super, super busy. I think they were almost sold out in that first hour.
Yeah.
But you can see why, because you're going to have them for life and you're just going to bring them out year after year. And because they're dies, you can use them so differently to create different cards as well.
Absolutely. So what do you fancy doing this morning for your first demo? Which one are you using?
I'm going to use the snow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we are going to come in with the snow die. And as Kelly said, you can see the size of them, the amount of metal and detail that you get in them. So we are going to do, this isn't like me, a 6x4 card.
Why? What's your go-to card?
I'm usually like an 8x8.
Bigger the better.
If I can get away with an A4, I'd probably do it. So we're going to put this and cut it directly into the card. So let's just take some of our tape, and we just need to line it up. So they're designed to go at an angle. They don't go straight down. So you do need to make sure that you've got them at an angle. So let's just make sure that is going to the edge there. And because this is a bit we're cutting away, what I tend to do is put the majority of my tape on that side, because we all know that when it goes through a die cutting machine, it does get slightly more tacky. So if we do it that side, then it's going to be better. So we will then just run it through our die cutting machine. And then we're going to bring in one of the essential paper pads that we had and launched last week as well.
Oh yeah, the snowy one.
Yes.
Oh, good thinking.
So what I'm going to do, just turn it round slightly and just run it through again, just to double check that all of those areas have cut perfectly. Sometimes with your more intricate dies, it is always best. I like to send them through twice, just to make sure you've really got them fully die cut. There we go, and then you can see you've got that gorgeous snow on there. So just be careful how you take it off here. So let's peel, we'll go this way and peel these off. I don't know why I use such a thick tape, but never mind. There's nothing better than pulling, like, look at how stunning it is already. And then all we need to do is just, so that we've got it as an edgy, I'm just going to use my scissors because we've got such a tiny amount there. You've got that cut line already, so we can just carry that on, and then that is going to take all of that away. And then at the top here, we can just cut down that one there.
And how do you know where to cut, Amy, or can you cut wherever you like?
So this one here has got your cut line already started, so you can just carry it on.
Okay.
And then that one, you can see on the top there where you need to
that's really easy, isn't it?
cut it, yeah. I mean, I was chatting to Jen this morning, she designed these, so a massive shout out to her as well. But both Jen and Stacey, when they design these dies, they think of everything.
Yeah.
There's, you know, what you can, how you can use them, the easiest way to use them, the amount of detail in them. It just...
Yeah, because they both create the cards for the packaging, don't they?
Yes,
so
they do, yeah.
The
So
first look, really,
yeah,
don't
so they know exactly what they want. When the dies arrive, they're all tested to make sure, you know, they cut as well as they want them to. And you can see there, let me put that over, let's grab a piece of green, just so you can actually see all of the detail in it as well. So you can see, I mean, that could be your card, couldn't it? You could, you know. So what we're going to do now is decorate the inside. So let's move all of this out of the way. I'm tidying up as I go along today because Jess...
Has she told you off?
No, of course she hasn't told me off. But she's
shouting.
Do I need the telling off?
Well... you know, it gets very messy over there.
Well, yes. So Jess has spent lots of time tidying up. You should see how organised the card blanks are.
Do you like that?
The foam pads, it's amazing. So I am going to try my best to keep tidy. So we're going to come in. Have we got this on the show, the shimmering silver?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is coming up as well. So we're just going to go, let's go 2 notches under the 4 and then 2 notches under the 6. So this is going to create our background panel here. And then we're going to come in with the Frosted Flakes paper pad. And again, we're going to bring in, so we're going to do 3 3/4 on this one. And then 5 3/4 for the backing there. So that is going to go sit on the back there, and then you've got that snow on the front. So let's put that on first of all. I'll probably end up getting to the stage where I'm banned from using these paper pads again, because I use them all the time. But they're just so handy for all types of your crafting. So that is going to go onto the back. So just using our tape runner to put that on. So that can go just in there. So you've got your, oh, you can always see little parts of it stuck in. There we go. Everyone's probably screaming, going, there's another one. I think that's all right. So you've got that background there. And then what we're going to do is bring in some of our, make sure my letters, so I've got some pre-cut letters as well on here. We're going to come in with some of our snowfall mirror and attach this to the front. So we've just got that extra bit of snowfall on there as well. So if we cut this down to the same size as the card, so we need 6x4. Christmas is definitely the time where we use the most acetate. I said mirror, didn't I? I meant acetate. So that is going to go onto the front of here. So
if everyone just heard me, I'm sat.
What have you done?
Because I was just in my own zone, then I'm reading through the comments and I'm thinking, oh, I know what the Win It Weekly answer is. And Jess ever so slightly tapped me on the arm and made me jump out my skin. I'm not used to being that close to her. So you probably hear Jess laughing as well.
I was like, what have I said? What have I done?
I know, because I was like...
Yeah, she didn't know what she needed, you know. So we're just going to add this red liner tape just to these areas here. So we'll do a little bit along that bottom there. And then I think what we'll do, if we do a tiny bit on each of the letters, and then I think that should be enough. So using the thinnest one as well is really handy, because you can just get into those smaller areas there. So do a smaller bit just on here. And the thing is, when the card's on display, you won't really see all of this. I mean, what you could do if you really wanted to is recut it and add a piece on there. But I think we'll be fine being able to see just the back. So if we just take off the backing on all of these. I think dies as well for Christmas are brilliant for batch making cards, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you're never going to run out of it, are you? So whatever, you know, if you're just going to make one style of Christmas card for everyone, then dies are always a good way of being able to do that.
Fiona on YouTube has asked if Jess is available for hire. Plane ticket to New Zealand including. I have plenty
Yes,
of piles of crafty
please.
stash that needs help.
Yeah.
She's off, she's going. She's
Her bags are packed.
She's gone.
So, and then what we're going to come in, if we just fold that over, and then we can put this right up to the edge.
No, clone Jess. I'm not sure we can cope with two Jesses in the office though. One's enough. Do you agree, Amy?
Oh, Jessie's lovely. So, and then you've got that acetate on the front there. Oh, I do love these. And then what I've done, I've also cut it again out of this silver. And then we've just fussy cut the letters. So you can see here how you can just fussy cut around, and we're just going to place these back in just so that that word really stands out.
That's so
I
clever.
mean, it's entirely up to you how much you do with these, isn't it? I think they look so effective. Just having them cut out the front of your card and some pattern paper on the back. But then if you really want to sort of go to town with them as well, you can do. So we're just going to add, just using our dotty tape runner here, just to add a bit onto there. And then we can just line it up and make sure. There we go. And then you can see how you've just got that word just being pieced back in. So next up we have got, need to work out which one's which. This is the N. I still haven't started my Christmas cards.
And do you make them all every year? Did you make them last year even though you was here?
I made like family ones, special ones, but this year I'm going to try and do all of them.
I think that's the key, isn't it? Starting earlier, because by the time it gets back to winter, there's other things to start doing, isn't it? And then the time just seems to run away from you.
The problem is though, every time we bring out something,
You're like, oh, I'll do this now.
Yeah. So like the snow globe concept card, that was going to be my, and then with these, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to stick to one design. I'm going to have to go and do a few of each one, I think. So then we've got these ones, and you can see not all of the letters there, but that's because you've got other elements, so you can just...
Michelle said, do what Anne-Marie did, steal all your demo cards and send them. She never did she? I mean...
I think she was
She?
No, I think she was going to. Because we said...
No, it wasn't shocked.
We say the same thing, but why not? It's not like she's not made them, is it?
No.
So,
well, that's what you should start doing.
okay.
Start saving...
Who's going to get this one?
Start saving your cards from each demo now.
There you go. I'll be sorted by December then. So just pop that part out. And then this bit is just going to go onto here. There is something really nice, isn't there, about like silver and white for Christmas cards as well. So there you've got that snow just sort of paper pieced back into there. And then what we're going to do, which we decided how many seconds before the show started?
2.
Yeah, literally. We're going to cut it again from the shimmer and just show you how to paper piece some of these, because that is another thing that you can do. And we did have a card where this panel is just put flat onto another sheet of cardstock, and you can paper piece in the words.
Yeah, because I'd seen Natalie do it on Hobby Maker, I think.
Yeah.
And then I was asking Amy before the show, well, how do you do paper piecing with these dies? And she was like, well, I'll just do it. I was like, okay.
Why not? No, but it's nice because if you're asking that, there'll be other people asking the same thing, isn't it? So it's always nice. And that's what's good about being interactive as well, isn't it? People can sort of comment and ask questions as well. So I'm just making sure we have got all of the elements out, and I recommend you do this every time before you use it again, so that your sort of bits of paper don't start getting stuck in here. So your die brush is going to be your best friend with this as well. I'm just using both ends as well, just to make sure. I think that's it. And then I'll put all that in the bin, not on the floor. There we go. And then we're going to cut it out of the shimmer. So I'm going to get some tape, because no my luck, it'll start moving around once it's in there. So, and then it's good to see as well how well it cuts from the shimmer card as well. So put that in and just run it through. And then we'll bring in some of our gems as well to go onto it. Just put that in and just run it through once more. We were saying Christmas is definitely the time where we use the most acetate. It just adds that's something special to it, doesn't it? So, and then again, you can see how well it cuts from that shimmer card. And luckily, the pieces that we want are the things that have been left in here. So let's use this part, and I'm going to use my purple glue stick, and we're just going to put in paper piece some of these in. So this one here, it's handy how they just stay in there. So we're just going to pick that one up. The other thing we could use for this, which I use loads, are our tweezers as well.
Yeah, definitely.
We haven't had them on the show for a while, have we? We should get them back on because they are so handy. And then you can see then
Oh yeah.
how you can just paper piece them back into it. So let's do this one here. So sometimes it's handy when they stay in the die. Let's turn this around. Again, just bring in our tweezers.
Only £5.99 our tweezers, if you'd like to grab them.
Let's do a few more. Let's do this one. Let's do this. Is that one still in there? Yeah, let's do that big one at the top with the snow. So you can see it would be the same thing with the wording as well that you could do. You just need this backed onto a surface, so whether it's your acetate or some coloured cardstock. Oh, and let's try and do that one quickly. Go. And then that one.
Do you prefer at Christmas like white and silvers or like traditional reds and golds?
Oh, that's a tough question, Kelly. Am I allowed all of it, or do I have to pick?
No, you're allowed all of it.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we do different collections, don't we, that suit.
Yeah, each one.
Yeah. So I think if it was, I don't actually know, because I'm just thinking about the paper pads. I do love the blue and the white, but then you can't beat that sort of traditional sort of red and green.
Yeah.
But then I actually quite like, you know, in the Blockbuster we've got some of the toppers that are like pink and
Oh, like the gnome one.
and purple, you know, like
Yeah.
the purple. So I quite like those as well. So in answer to your question,
All of it.
all of it. And I do frequently change the colour scheme of the tree at home as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So you can see there then we've just paper pieced these sort of star snowflakes back in using that shimmer. And then the last thing we're going to do is just take a few of our gems, and these, let's use this one, the two larger snowflakes, then we are just going to put these onto them. And that is our card done from start to finish, isn't it? Other than the letters, but you could colour those in if you wanted to, if you didn't want to paper piece them. So you can see you could sort of batchmate and make quite a few cards within an evening, but you've just got, let's hold it there.
Oh, it's very pretty. Yeah.
You've got the acetate on the front, and just picking out those snowflakes and doing that with that shimmer card as well. But you could send that to anyone, couldn't you? You know, they're just so much fun to use.
The acetate behind that just looks beautiful. It looks so nice.
Snowfall acetate, it just...
Yeah, it works with everything, doesn't it? You've got to have it in your stash.
It is Christmas.
Comments already coming through saying, what a stunning snow card. Beautiful card, Amy. So, very nice. Thank you so much. But look, it's this. We're so excited about it. And we have had the magnetic sheets here now for ages, haven't we?
Ages. To the point where we've had our dies in them and trying to use them on the show or on telly without showing them yet.
So it's our die storage folder, and you can see it is in our fabulous Hunky Dory purple. It's got our logo on. It's got an easy carry handle, and this is Amy's. So she's already filled it, so you need the handle because it's jam-packed with dies, which I will show you. But you can grab this for £19.99. It will come with 5 magnetic sheets and sleeves inside as well, so I will just show you before I open Amy's amazing one. It's got the zip. It's going to keep all your dies secure in there. Let me move that out of the way. So you can zip this up. You can take it to your craft classes. You can take it to your friend's house. You can put this on your shelf because it's sturdy enough that it's going to stay like that. And before I open it, we've also included, where's it gone now? Here is a little piece of plastic there. You can put like a little label inside. So if you've got loads of dies, this could be your nesting die folder. You could have one, depends how organised you want to go. You could have one for flowers, you could have one for sentiments, you could have one
for Christmas.
For for every day, for birthdays. So that's there, and it can be easily, you know which one it is before having to open it up and have a good route inside. So, I'm attached to it now. I'll take my little bracelet off. So you've got the 5 sleeves inside. This comes with 5 already included. All magnetic there. It holds your dies really easily, which I'll show you in 1 second on Amy's. And I believe you can also use the back. The magnet isn't as strong, but you can, if you was just running out of space, you can use that. So they come all together for £19.99. However, you can get the bundle, which is even better, and that includes your die storage folder. It includes the 5 magnetic sheets that come inside it and an additional 5, so you get 10 sheets and sleeves. But look at Amy's. Look how many she's included in here. How many did you count before? Was it 30?
No, 20, I think.
20, and there's still room for more.
I want 30, but I'm not sure how much stock we've got, so I thought, I better not take any more just yet.
So the actual size of the magnetic bit is, I think it's like 16 by 19, so you can see on here you can include some really large dies, like our nesting dies, the biggest one, are quite a substantial size. They are on £19.99 dies, and they fit, perfectly. I like what you've done.
Look at that, I've got 3 sets on there of those mini nesting dies.
Yeah, and that's good as well, putting what die it is.
I do that because when we make cards here, we write on the back which dies we've used and the size of them.
Yeah.
So it's nice for us to have that there as a reference still as well.
So for the folder and all the 10 sheets, it's £22.98. So that saves you £4. And amazing if you have, and I know like many crafters, you've got so many dies and you need a place to store them, then this is perfect. It keeps them all neat and tidy in there. It's really easy to carry around, and it's really easy to store as well. And even with Amy putting all them in, there's still some room to add some more. And you open it up like this, you add them all in. So amazing price for that bundle, £22.98. But look at that diamond price, it's £20.68. So really great there. And then, if you've already bought that and you need more, it's not enough storage for all your dies, we've got the sleeves, you can buy them separately as well. So each one comes with 5 in the middle there. So that's £6.99, and it includes your 5. And then I think, is there a multi-buy as well? There's a multi-buy, so you can get 15. That's 3 packs of the magnetic sleeves and sheets. That's £17.97. So I know from the Hobby Maker show, just listening to it yesterday when Anne-Marie was on, I'm pretty sure somebody had how many had the actual folder in the basket?
Was it 5?
5, wasn't
I think
it?
there was a 5 and there was a few 4s.
A few 4.
But
Yeah.
like genuinely, I think that would be about the ideal for us, because like you said, I'd have one for all your standard nesting dies. I'd have one for Christmas. I'd have one for maybe your sentiments, and then one for sort of the ones that you don't use as often as well.
Absolutely. So just judging by that, people weren't just buying one, which is amazing. So Amy, do you want yours back?
Yes, please.
Now?
Yes,
Okay.
please. I'm so glad I'm doing this show because it gave me the time to sit and organise them.
Well, I
love.
was going to come and fill it this morning.
I know.
So I'd just come out and to sit next to Amy because I was like, right, I'm going to pinch your dice just to show how it can all go together.
And share a germs.
And yeah, share germs. And already on her desk was it all filled. So I was like, no, I don't even need to do anything.
So, should we go through it?
Yeah,
Have
sure.
a look. So, you can see that you can get more than one set on some of them, depending on the size. I don't even think I've got a spare one. Is this a spare one? No, but we can show it. So, if we take this out, I think they're really great as well, not just for your dies. So, we've also got our embossing folders. So, you can see these are your 6x6 embossing folders. How perfectly do they fit into there? It just means that all your sort of storage and organisation is the same as well, which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So on that label you could put embossing folders. I've also got a mask here, again your 6x6 masks. You can even keep them in the packaging and they are just the perfect size, and I think you could definitely get 3 or 4 in each side there.
Easily.
What you could do as well, if you're storing these in there, take out your magnetic sheet and put it into one of the other sleeves, and then you've got the side that's most magnetic on both sides.
Yeah.
So you can do that as well. So perfect for all of those types of things as well. So what I thought we would do is just have a look, and then I'm going to, let me just put those back in. The nice thing about these as well, especially when we go into sort of hobby maker and coming in here, we don't need to bring it all if we don't want to. We could just take out a couple of them, and then when you can come back, you just pop them back in. So I thought we'd do just a couple of dividers for them, just so that I can see what is in here. So that is what we are going to do. So let's bring in. I've just cut some of our Matastic, and I've just done it 8x8. And then all we're going to do is pop our holes in it, put some tabs on there, just so that we can separate all the compartments. So let's take one of these out to start with, just so that we can match up where the holes are. So let's move these out of the way. So you can see.
Amy, do you know if the magnetic sheet and sleeves fit into the die storage box?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I might go and do that while you're...
Do you want to get mine? It's because that's what these were in.
Okay.
So we can show it. It's on my, you know, my purple trolley. It's just on the top there. So all we're going to do here is just put a circle where our holes need to go, and then we're just going to bring in our punch tool and just hold it down, make sure it's in the right place. And then just put our holes, move that over a bit. And then this one, we're just going to do the same. And then we're just going to check it. So this one will go in there, through there. So then you can see you've started to get your dividers for them. So if you are getting just 1 or 2, this might be a good way of being able to sort of organise it even more. So we're going to do the same on this one. So I think what we can do, let's stick these together and then we can put the holes in the other side. And I think if I can find it, we're going to use the construction glue. Jess, where have you tidied the construction glue up to?
Oh, I've tidied a little.
Oh.
Well, it was the big one. There was one big one.
Oh, thank you.
Will that do?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. That is the only problem when you tidy up, isn't it?
But I don't think I came across any others. You saw my findings yesterday, what I was trying to put back in their places.
We did indeed. Anybody want this? Anybody want that? So, just going to put construction glue all the way around, and it's just going to give it that extra bit of strength as well, isn't it?
Oh, Stacey's watching and she's answered our question. She's put the magnetic sheets do fit inside the die storage box. The storage sleeves are slightly taller than the divider, but they just fall flat when the lid closes.
Yeah, we can demonstrate it as well,
Yeah.
can't we? So, just putting these together so you've got your sort of same colour on both sides.
There we go.
I always run out of room around here. And then we're just going to go into that same place and just push that through to the other one there. So then you can see you've got your divider ready to go. And then what I've used, let me find it in my tidy storage. Which one was it? I used this one here, which is, let me grab the sheets. They're stuck because they've still got the sticky on from where the dies were on them. This one, the ornate corner squares. So as I say, just keep those if you want to, just so that you know what dies they are. And then we've just cut some tabs out and just scored them in half. So these are just going to sit on the edge here, just so that you can see them poking out there. So let's put some red liner tape on these. I mean, we're not going to do all of them. We'll just start the one and then you'll be able to see the plan moving forward. So it will need to go on both sides here. And then I think I'm going to finish this tomorrow when I'm at Hobby Maker. Between shows, I can finish sorting all my dies out and getting organised. And often you forget what you've got, don't you? And think, you come across things and think, I haven't used that for ages. So it might be that you put the ones at the front that you use most often, isn't it? Or
Rachel has asked, can you write on the sheets, save trying to read your dies backwards? I don't know, would a white pen work on it?
on where, sorry?
On the sheets, so I'm guessing you could just put a little sticker on, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
To say.
Get a label maker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, love a label maker.
Me too. So let's put on here, what should we start with? Let's do rectangles because I know there's lots of those in here. And then what we'll do is bring this back in. We can pop that into there, and you can see you've got that plenty of space to have those tabs on the end, haven't you there? So we just need to go through, and that one there, look at the size of that die.
Yeah,
and it still fits.
Absolutely.
Let's measure that one. We're looking at 7.5 inches on that oval, but you're still going to be able to fit them in. So rectangle, rectangles. See if there's any more rectangles.
And how many sheets have you got? Did you say you've got in it 20 something?
About just, I think it's about 20, but I definitely would like another. I think you could fit another 10 in here. Yeah. But you've got that side there to be able to fit these in perfectly as well.
I love how your divider matches perfectly what you've made.
It does.
It does.
It's like it was planned. So all the rectangles then are at the front, and then all I would do is then carry on. So we'll do one for squares, ovals, circles, sentiments, just to fit them all on. The other thing that I thought people might like to do as well, if anybody got the notebook and journaling paper pad, this list one here is going to be perfect. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half and just put one on there. So just keep a list of all the dies that you've got. I'm not the only one who's bought a die and has already got it. So if you put a description here, or if you think, oh, I need a rectangle, you can have a look through here and just look at the list of the ones you've got. So I'm going to make all the dividers and then put a list on each one. I almost like categorise them, isn't it, and really get organised with our dies. But I mean, other than it not being animal print, it's my favourite thing ever.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I love that Stacey's watching, because, you know, she is the brains behind this.
She is.
And
she's so good, isn't she?
She's made it happen, and I love that we've had the sneak peek on the show for weeks and weeks now.
How long has it been?
Ages.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's here.
Yeah,
and we can all use it.
Do we need to show them in the in this one as well?
Oh yeah, if you want to just do
Should
that.
we do that as well?
Yeah. That was close.
So we've got the divider storage case, so let's just make sure we've got them all organised in here. Put that one back in there. And that one can go in there. So if you've got these panels here, you will see they just hang over. Let me just bend it just slightly. But what you can do is just bend them, and they will just bend over, and you can still shut it.
Yeah.
Because you just need to make sure that that part is at the top, and you can see they will just bend over.
Oh, thank you very much. Lots of people in the comments loving your organisation tips.
We love organising, don't we? Yeah.
Oh, I was going to read the comment. It's Stacey. Stacey's put, Amy is so good. I might leave all my dies on Amy's desk and she can organise mine. Stace, I don't know if she's going to like that.
I would do that for Stacey.
Would you?
To be honest, yeah.
Stacey's desk is out of control. I sit next to her. It's, do you
I know,
know,
but
I've got such a neat desk, and then Stacey, she ruins my work vibe.
I know, but then what? She might have a sneaky spare one for me.
Oh,
an
she
extra
might.
one. So
Yes,
I'm more than happy.
there is actually on Stacey's desk lots of hidden treasures.
It's good, isn't it?
It is a good
Stacey's
desk. I mean,
yeah.
out of control, but it is good. Let's just recap that Win It Weekly question. So I think from everybody's answers that my guess was not right. So
I think it was the one you said it wasn't.
I know, it was. So 5 lucky winners. You can get these pocket pads, square pocket pads. We'll give these away on Friday. All you have to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. It's a German tradition to hide which of the following in the Christmas tree? A, pickle, B, pair of socks, or C, rubber duck. So from all the comments coming through, lots of people are getting pickle. So I don't know. It may be, it may not. Who knows? We'll let you know on Friday. Do we have a fabulous fact about this? Or a picture? Oh, yeah, maybe a picture.
Oh, we could even reenact it.
We could.
With the tree.
We could. Okay, so next up we've got some essentials that launched last week that are perfect as well for using with these dies. But first up, our Snowfall Adorable Scorable. Why have we not done this before in gold and silver?
No idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because it really
It's
works.
genius, isn't it?
It is, definitely. And all these core colours as well are going to go with that Blockbuster, our designer card packs, our essential selection paper pads. Like, it's just going to work with so much, even with these dies, using this on the back, which would be nice, and having that lovely cut out edge. it's going to work amazing. But you can see all the colours in here. £14.99. It includes 24 sheets, and it's the quality cardstock that you know and love from us. It's the 350 GSM, and it's foiled all the way to the edges, so we've not even missing any little piece of cardstock there. £14.99 for those 24 sheets, so grab yours while you can. Then we have got our adorable Scorable Christmas core colourways. So you can see on there all the same colours that I've just shown you, but not foiled, so perfect as well for having in your stash. This includes 36 sheets, and this is £11.99, so really good price for these cardstock. And then I have completely forgot that we have these, our glistening gold and silver adorable Scorable. So you used this before, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's because I'd done the same as you, Kelly. I'd forgotten, and then they were on a show, and then they're just going to be on every card I make now for the next like 3 weeks.
So each pack includes 30 A4 sheets, and it is like a glisten effect on that adorable Scorable. So we've got the gold and the silver. They're £11.99 each. Oh, just look at that diamond price. That is £10.79. So I think in a second I've got some cards that use some of this. So some handy items there. If you're on the website, you'll see there's a Christmas little tab at the top. We're adding all our Christmas products into that. You can see all our other essentials that we've got on there. Your adorable Scorable, not your acetate if you want it, your snowfall acetate. We've got those acetate wraps from last week as well. We've got those essential selection paper pads, all the blockbusters on there. These dies are going to drop into there as well, so you can have a good look around that Christmas category. So back to the 3 dies that we launched at the beginning of the show, our Edge Christmas Ultimate Collection. All 3 of those for £36.97. That's going to save you £8. Let's just have a look at some more of the cards. So that's using that beautiful silver. It's just got a really lovely feel to it, hasn't it?
They're just stunning, aren't they? I'm just looking at that background as well.
Oh, it's embossed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's embossed. Oh. Oh, do you quite like that?
Interesting.
Did you make it?
No.
Oh.
The fact that that's must have used like an embossing folder.
Oh, of course. When could they be coming? Who knows? Maybe soon.
I was actually going to use them on today's show if Dan was presenting.
Here we've got another one, so you can see Amy did the snow card before, and then another using that snow, but it looks completely different. And so I'm guessing Lisa has also used the snowflakes like you did. These are
Yes, she has done, and paper piece those the silver into those letters as well, which really make them stand out, don't they?
Look what you can do here. That is so fancy. Have I got the... Yeah, sorry. There we go. But look at these little flowers here. All
they are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, and they look really... they just look so delicate and beautiful. Really
and when
nice.
we talk about colour schemes as well, I really like that purple.
Yeah.
With the white as well, isn't it? Just something a bit different. I love it.
Then another one here, Jolly, using that glistening gold adorable Scorable. It's a really lovely finish there. And then, oh, what's this little... Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's a lovely embossed background, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Here, using your shimmer card, you can't get enough of sparkle at Christmas. That's what it's for. And I think these dies as well are perfect. Like at Christmas, it's the time, isn't it, to be making those extra special cards. You want to maybe put a little bit more effort into it if you wanted to.
Oh, definitely.
Go all out, shall I say. And these Edge It dies do just that for you. So £36.97 for that bundle. But Amy, we'll come back to you.
Okay, so we're going to use the Noel one. And we're going to make sort of like a gift box.
Oh, okay.
And cut it into the lid and decorate that. So I'm going to use craft card this time. I think for Christmas I just love craft card. So we have got a piece that is 7 inches by 9 inches. And I'll turn it over to score it. I just always find that easier. So we're going to score at 1 and 1.5 on every side. So just rotate it 90 degrees and then score at 1 and 1.5. Rotate it again, 1 and 1.5, and then lastly, last side at 1 and 1.5. So, and then we can move our scoreboard out the way for a minute. So you can see you've got those 2 score lines on here. So what we need to do is to cut this out of here. So let's come in to about there, I think. Make sure it's all lined up. And then we'll tape it down so that it doesn't move about. And then we'll just run that through. So this is going to be the lid to our gift box. We were talking yesterday, Bex, did you see the gift bag Bex made yesterday, the Father Christmas one? It was so gorgeous. We were saying how expensive like gift wrapping and packaging is for gifts as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So with this, I'm just going to check. I think that's cut. Yeah, so you can see it's just cut perfectly. So just bringing in our die tool again and just getting rid of any of those pieces. I mean, you were saying about Christmas is a time sort of put a lot of effort into your cards. I feel like with these dies, the dies sort of do all the hard work for you, don't they? So it looks like you've spent ages and ages on them.
Yeah.
But actually,
Like you've hand.
yeah, batch making. I think you could do quite a few cards in a short space of time with this.
Yeah, because you could do it like all your cutting out at once, then
Yeah,
like do it in sections, can't
definitely. Yeah, so you
Do
could
a
just
bit each
spend the
night.
evening cutting all those out.
Yeah.
So we've cut that. So now we need to cut the rest of our aperture. So we're going to come onto this second score line here. But let's turn it around the other way and we'll be able to measure it properly. So it's at 1.5. So we'll go just over the 1.5, I think. That should be enough. And then we can line it up and bring it down to there. So we've got that bit, and then what we can do is just bring in our scissors as well. So we're just going to cut. In fact, I think I'll bring in my craft knife just because there's such a tiny part here to do. I think we'll just use a craft knife. So that's cut that.
Oh, somebody's asked, can Stacey design stamp storage next?
That would be good.
Would that be good?
Yeah.
Is it needed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. All storage is needed, isn't it? It just helps. And then what I'm going to do, the line, if you can see, let me hold it up. The line on this end here, I just need to line it up with this one. So if we bring our trimmer in, we can see it, and then just bring it down to that line. And then has that done it? Yeah, and then you can see you've cut that out of the lid. And then if we just fold over the first score line, so the one that you did at 1 inch, all the way around. Let's get the burnishing tool as well. Just go all the way around with this one. And there you'll see you've got your sort of your box lid ready to go. So let me just grab a sheet of card, because then what we're going to do is we are going to come in with our alcohol markers.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I think I'll move to the one I've started, because then we'll be able to get it all finished within the time. So you can see it's exactly the same, but I've just started going around
Oh, that looks really nice.
with the alcohol markers. So we are using 410, 513 and 434. So the last few parts, we just need to do this flower here. So we can go around, just have a piece of paper underneath and then it will just catch any of the ink. But all I do is just sort of go around the edges and any sort of fine lines that you've got. So just going round, colouring in that centre part, and then we can just stop when we get to there. So you could do this with all of them. So you've got the jolly, haven't you? There was a lovely one where somebody had coloured that one in. This you could even do it with your glue pen and just add glitters to it. That would look really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I should be doing that next time. So you can see just going around the edges of them just to sort of finish those off. And then this one here we will do in, let's do it in our green. Just to sort of go around this one. It's sort of working just on the line, isn't it? So just adding that tiny hint of colour around it. And there you've got all of those coloured in there. And then what I've done with the letters is just to take a white gel pen, double check that this one's working, and we're just going to go around the letter as well. So this E here, just taking it around the edge just to highlight it. And nothing says Christmas quite like a white gel pen on craft card as well. So just going all the way around that edge there. And then you've got other details in here as well, like these sort of stars on here that you could sort of highlight as well. Just going around these. So, and you could make this any size because you've got this panel. This part here could just be longer, so if you did need a wider box you could just do it sort of that length as well, so you could fit more in it. But we were discussing on the comments yesterday about wrapping presents, whether people like it or not. I absolutely love wrapping.
I love wrapping.
Yeah.
And I make an evening of it, and I'll put my pyjamas on, I'll get all the presents down,
Yeah.
all the wrapping paper.
That's
and
it.
It's got to have ribbon on, it's got to have bows, little tags.
A few bells, yeah.
Yeah.
The works.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I love doing that as well. So there you go. So you've just highlighted those letters as well. You could paper piece them with some pattern paper if you wanted to. But the colouring would work the same on your white cardstock as well. So you can do either. So what we need to do, because it's a box, we need this to be more stable. We're just going to come in with some of our acetate and just put that on the reverse of there. So if we cut this down to, let's do it to 1 notch under the 5.
Viv, the other words are jolly and snow.
And then that is going to sit just nicely in the centre there. So again, we will come in with our red liner tape. You could definitely do a card with more than one of these on as well, I think. You know, sort of gate folds and things like that. I think there's loads of different ways you could be able to use them. But just try them out, isn't it? Get some just plain cardstock, and then just have a go.
Yeah, definitely.
So just putting our red liner tape, which is what I always use if I'm using acetate, just because you know it's going to give you that strength. And it might be that you want people to be able to see in the box. This might be a box for a card. So if you're making quite a three-dimensional card, then it's nice. You could have sort of a matching gift box to go with it as well. Or if it's a present, you could perhaps just wrap the present in some sort of tissue paper as well. So just making sure those still all fold around the acetate. And you can see, I think that's neat enough there. You don't really see that sort of red liner tape, but now you've got that acetate in there. So we just need to make the box up. So let me just make sure I'm doing this right. So it needs to go on that one. On there. So just cut in that end score mark just up to the first score.
Stacey's spilling beans on the comments.
Is she?
Michelle's put, Stacey, are you picking up Dan's habit of spilling beans? And I think they are both.
I think that it's almost becoming a competition. Yeah, because Stacey was the one that gave me permission if I wanted to bring new stuff in.
Yeah, and Stacey wore the apron the other week, and I think they're both out of control. Dan and Stacey are going to be banned from the live shows, I think.
No, we can't do that. We need them. So, if I was making this as a gift, definitely use your red liner tape, but just obviously for speed, we're just going to use our tape runner just so that we can see the end result. Well, what are the beans is she spilling?
Because people are asking about a little white gel pen there.
I didn't actually use that one on purpose. I thought I might get into trouble. So I used an old one that didn't work as well. Right, I'm bringing it in. There we go. It's not that one. Where is it? Look, I didn't even bring it in. I'm that good.
Did you?
Did I? I think I've hid it in the trolley here. So I better not use it just in case.
Stacey put, watch this space.
Oh, just watch the trolley next. So we're just going to bring those corners up, and there you've got your lid to your gift box, and then we're just going to make the base. So again, I've just scored at one all the way around, and we're just going to do this, and then we're going to use some of that gorgeous Snowfall adorable scoreable just to line it, because you are going to be able to see inside the box, so it's nice to be able to line it. I think what we'll do, yeah, we can do it this way, and again just cutting up on that end score line, and then just cutting into it just slightly so that you've got, you know, you're going to get those neat edges.
Lily has put, perfect gift box for handmade treats like cookies or truffles. Yeah, do you like a truffle?
Yeah, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I always think things like this are really good. You know, like if you're not sure if you're doing gifts with people, or this looks like you've spent a lot of time, sort of, and effort. So again, just coming in with our tape runner just to bring those corners up. The nice thing about making your own packaging, gift bags, gift boxes, is you can just change the size to whatever gift you've got, can't you? So you can really personalise it. The number of times I buy a gift bag and the present gets like lost in the bottom.
Yeah.
You can't really see it, or the opposite, it just still won't fit in. So we're hoping this fits onto here. Fit in. It will fit. Perfect. so you've got your gift box there. So we're just going to put in that into the bottom here. So look at the red on there. So if we do 2 notches under the 5 on here, just make sure that's lined up. And then if we do 2 under the 7, I think that should just sit in there.
Oh, somebody has said, where's the comment gone now? Fiona Fab box for a book gift.
A what gift?
A book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut this down just a bit more. So I'm going to go to 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. Just, that's better. And then I think we're just going to do these sides as well, just to really finish it off and give the sides that strength as well. So these need to be 2 notches under the 1. So if you are going to do this, I would recommend adding them on before you construct it, but we could also use our construction glue as well, which is then going to make it even more sort of stable. And then along here we just need to cut 2 notches under the 5. Let's just double check these. Yeah, so 2 of them need to be 2 notches under the 5, and then 2 of them need to be 2 notches under the 7. And the last one there. So just bring in our tape runner, and then we can just put this all together. These dies are definitely going in my storage as soon as we finish the show.
Finders keepers.
Yeah. So adding that onto the sides of there. So I think looking at the samples though with the dies today, people have used such a variety, haven't they, of cardstock and mirror,
Yeah.
shimmer cards, craft cards. They are going to work with everything. So, and then the last one can go onto here. Definitely harder when you've constructed the box, but there you go. So you've got the sides decorated as well, and then the last thing, we're just going to add this on to the base of our box.
Oh, it's very pretty.
This would be better with construction glue, just give you that bit of wiggle time. And then if we just put that onto there, and then you can see you've got a gorgeous box. So you've got, it's like 1 inch in depth, so I think a book would be perfect in there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, if you don't want to see what's inside, you, as I say, you could wrap some tissue paper.
Yeah.
But I just think it's another nice way of being able to use those dies, isn't it, for your Christmas makes?
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I love it. And matching card as well.
That would be
Yeah.
good, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that
Should we
would
do
be
one?
good.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, come on. Everybody loving the die so far and loving the storage folder, and we're really glad you are, and I hope we've answered all your questions. You can watch back and see Amy putting everything together. You can watch Amy's 2 demonstrations as well. I know we've had Stacey on the comments answering any questions you might have.
Thanks, Stacey.
Thank you. But thank you so much for watching today. Amy has got a busy rest of the week. She is on Hobby Maker tomorrow. She'll be there at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So you've got Festive foil. Is that right time?
I feel like I've got the right
Yeah, is
time.
it 5 and 7?
5 and 7.
Or
No, 2 and 6.
Oh, is it 2 and 6?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I think it's 2 and 6.
well, she's
Well,
there first.
I'll be there for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 and 6. So it's a festive
Foiled card blanks
Yeah.
and then some beautiful layering stamps at 6 o'clock. And then back here tomorrow, it will be Bex and Anne-Marie for the launch of our decoupage toppers. And we've also got 2 other little sneaky dies in there as well, which are another addition to our Radiant Sentiments. So amazing show. We hope you have a brilliant rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.